It's the Sandbox fans. We're back with another YouTube video. Hope you guys are enjoying. Jason Tatum definitely is with the new bobblehead. We have an interesting debate topic for you guys. We're talking about the best duo in the NBA right now. And one of them that we could possibly argue has to do with our jersey giveaway, and that's Kawahi Leonard. So, guys, make sure you follow all the details on our Instagram to enter in a Kawahi Leonard jersey giveaway. Absolutely free. Like I said, just make sure you're following the details. Size large for all you people out there. But guys, best duo in the NBA. I mean, there's a lot of great duos. What are we thinking here?
Easy. LeBron, AD. Both ends of the floor. LeBron's the best player on the planet. AD's like the third best player on the planet.
If not second.
I would say it's one of the guys Kev's going to mention because I can just see it in his face now. It's been stewing.
Look at that face.
But I'll take the AD and LeBron. They've done it before. They both play defense. They both can pass, handle. I mean, LeBron can't shoot as well as AD, in my opinion. But still, I'll take them versus anybody, arguably ever.
Wow.
So, outside of Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going KD Harden, honestly. And I think it's easy for people to say AD and LeBron because we've seen what they've done. We've seen them win a championship. But, I mean, KD and Harden, like, they're already scary, and they've only been together, 2 weeks? And I think as the season goes on and progresses, I think we're going to see them gel more and more. I mean, they already have that relationship dating back to OKC. We're talking about KD, arguably the second best player behind LeBron. Maybe
Definitely,
AD, you know what I mean? And then we're talking about Harden, who arguably one of the best scorers we've ever seen, best at drawing fouls. Like, they just generate points like no one else I've ever seen. KD could be probably the best natural scorer we've ever seen in our lifetime. So
Wow, you're saying that over Melo.
I am.
Definitely, yeah.
I love Melo, but I gotta call a spade a spade. I mean, Durant he's a once in a generation scorer. I mean, he can score in the paint, he can score outside, he can ball. Like, he's literally 7 feet and can do everything. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just tough. But I mean, I think as far as this season, I think by the end of the season, we're going to see that Harden and KD are the best.
Yeah, I mean, we probably can. I think, well, what I wanted to ask you along with that is, you think that's going to be, a duo or a group if you want to include Kyrie for years to come, or you think that's more of a short-term thing?
2 years max.
Yeah, if you want my honest opinion, I think Harden might stay in Brooklyn the longest out of the three of them.
Wow.
Honestly, because KD, I don't know.
He's the hottest to move. He has the contract.
Yeah, and like Kyrie, we know how easily his switch can flip.
Yeah.
And KD, it's tough because he has bounced around. I'm not taking that away from him, but I mean, we've seen him go from team to team, and we also he's not getting any younger too. I mean, Harden's a little bit younger than him, but you never know with KD.
This would be a cool side note. God forbid, the Thunder are decent, with Shai Gilgeous, and Durant wins a couple with Brooklyn, and he's like, screw it. I'll go back to OKC, retire there, get a chip that we never got. That'd be insane, and he would have a good two. But I will say this. I'll take AD and LeBron for a season and a title run. But when it comes down to that last shot, I will take Kevin Durant over everybody in the league.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody in the league, just because you can keep LeBron off balance, and that no-look three can't work every time.
Yeah.
But Durant, it's he's legit easy money sniper for a reason. The Slim Reaper.
I feel like
KD, that's my favorite nickname in the NBA.
KD is the most I don't want to say swag, but when it comes to game-winning shots, he's calm as.
It's pretty.
It's crazy. Everyone else, it's you know what I mean. KD's just all right, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like he handles it the way when you see him in the commercials in the gym by himself, just cashing it. It's just the same way.
Wow, the old school Bells commercial for Christmas.
Right. Wow, throw back to that.
Playoff KD's a different breed.
And I will say, I just want to let you guys know that Kev is the one that would argue Melo for the purest scorer of all time. That's not my argument. That's why I just had to make it clear with him. But, guys, also in this duo debate, I think you're leaving some people out. I mean, let's look right here. Kawahi Leonard, guys. Kawahi Leonard with Paul George. I mean, that's a duo that committed to their future of the franchise with the Clippers. And this isn't a duo that I would put up over the guys that you have said. But this is definitely a duo that a lot of you will debate. Embiid and Simmons, I mean, playing hot ball right now. I mean, I feel like those two guys, both teams have to be, in that argument.
Hot take, I'll take Kawhi Paul George over Durant.
No
Durant Harden.
Wow, over Durant Harden?
Yeah, just because game on the line in the fourth quarter, Paul George, not saying that he can shut down Harden, but he can cover him.
Yeah.
And Kawhi can cover Kevin Durant as good as anybody on the planet. They have chemistry. They can both play defense. They can both shoot, score. And how well will the connection work in the playoffs? Will Harden's dribble, pass out work? That only works if you double cover him.
Yeah.
If Paul George can stay in front of him and Kawhi gets to stay on Durant, even though I think they have the two better players in it, I think the defensive aspect is tough and the chemistry and just...
You can't replace that.
Yeah, you can't. It's tough, but I would put Embiid and Simmons very, very close. Defensively, they might be the best interior defensive duo in the league.
See, I'm putting Durant, obviously, Durant, Harden, and Embiid and Simmons over.
No.
I mean, you got to think about it.
One can't shoot.
This season is arguably the second best big man on the planet besides AD. And then you got Ben Simmons, who like
Staying healthy.
Staying healthy, right? But he's healthy right now. And Ben Simmons is one of the best facilitators, one of the best wing defenders in the league.
Easily.
Position. So it's tough. I mean, you got that dynamic. We've seen a lot of the times that wing duos aren't always successful. I mean, obviously in this case, you got guys who can play both ends of the floor. But, like, having that big man and wing, like, playmaker dynamic, like we've seen with AD and LeBron, just makes so much of a difference because then you can play both. You can play both small ball and big ball. Like, really, Kawhi and Paul George aren't really, like, posting anyone up that much. Like, they can when they have to. But you got Embiid that can literally score at will in the paint. And I know Simmons can't shoot, but he can facilitate. And Embiid's a decent shooter for a big man. So
my problem is, though, in the playoffs, they can kind of run the Giannis thing where they have one center in the paint with Embiid, then everyone else is at a line in the middle. So it's just Simmons.
Yeah.
And then it's like, how does he get the ball to him? You have to have someone come out, set a screen, Embiid sitting in the paint. And it's like, it's kind of predictable. Excuse me, but it's... I want to put them there. It's just, does that work in the playoffs? Like, one of them has to be able to get a shot off at will, and I will take Kawhi Leonard off the dribble, or to at least back somebody down at the mid-range, then Ben Simmons driving, or Embiid kind of finessing his way and backing down a set. Because I do think they're a matchup problem, though. For Brooklyn, huge matchup problem. The Celtics, huge matchup problem. For the Bucks,
maybe not.
I don't know.
All right, well, this leads me into I want a one-word answer from you guys before we wrap up this episode. Is Embiid playing better ball than Giannis right now?
Yes.
Wow.
100%.
Yes.
I do think.
Well, I wanted to disagree with you on that so bad.
I do think Giannis is playing good right now too. So for you guys to say that, I mean, that's saying a lot
my
about
reasoning
Embiid.
is, I mean, unless you, Embiid's the better post scorer. Really, he is. And he is a better shooter than Giannis, and that's really...
Yes.
So you would just say
if you
Giannis
want
is
to
more
argue,
explosive.
Yeah, and maybe
Better
a
passer.
better ball handler, maybe.
Better passer.
Yeah, and a better passer.
Better
but,
defender, too.
I mean...
You
it
can
is
argue
what it
their
is.
attitudes are in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say this. I feel like Giannis is kind of deferring to, like, the teammates to help him more, where it's Embiid, it's like Simmons feeds him the ball, Simmons gets his own, and then Tobias Harris kind of mixes in, and then you have, like, the bench guys do their thing when he's not on the floor.
And I think I was a year early. I think, or maybe a year and a half. Remember last year when we were doing like our first ever player power rankings? I had Embiid like crazy high.
You had him at like 6 or
And
7.
I was kind of a year early, but I mean, right now he's one of the best in the league.
He's not the best center in the league, though.
No. I'm saying one of the best.
No, yeah, he is for sure. But I'll take Jokic all day.
All right, guys, let us know if you'll take Jokic over Embiid. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you're liking, following us on all the platforms. Lou with a mic drop right there.
Lou won't go.
do it too high.
Lou just won't go to Philly. That's the problem.
Oh, please.
And don't forget to enter in our jersey giveaway. Right, Jason?